stupid ass.
If you thought Ammo was very experimental, then get ready for this.
Stupid ass.
We have the new EP, the surprise EP that they have been teasing by Bring Me the Horizon. I'm just going to call it the go-to EP because that's what's going to fit on YouTube. But really, this EP, and get ready for it, is called Music to Dance to Blaze to Pray to Feed to Sleep to Talk to Grind to Trip to Breathe to Help to Hurt to Scroll to Roll to Love to Hate to Learn to Plot to Play to Be to Feel to Breathe to Sweat to Dream to Hide to Live to Die to Go to. Oh yeah, that's the title of this thing. I really don't know how much to explain. It's 8 songs. Steal Something, Candy Truck, A Devastating Liberation, Upside Down, question mark, Underground Big, it's called Underground Big, Head Full of Hyena. There's weird titles on here, so bear with me. Like Seeing Spiders, Running Riot on Your Lover's Grave. We have Candy Truck's also called You Expected, LAB, Your Result, Green. I don't know. Then there is also, get ready for this. You thought like pop punk titles were bad back in the day. Well, we have Dead Dolphin Sounds, Aid Brain, Growth in Unborn Child, Virtual Therapy, Nature Healing, 2 hours. And then whatever the hell this thing is. I find it interesting, these features on here. The upside down question mark features Halsey, and it kind of just sounds like a thing of In the Dark. By the way, this EP is a lot of like stuff they didn't use in the album Ammo for like the interludes and stuff like that. So that could be where this is. Maybe it was just like another different version of In the Dark that they had planned for but couldn't use, so decided to put it on here. Steal Something is basically, I apologize if you feel something, just kind of, you know, like I said, different, and it's called Steal Something. The auto-tuning Candy Truck is good, but I don't like Ollie Sykes talking to whoever that person is, where he's like, this and that. Underground Big, by the way, just a heads up, is 24 minutes long. Yes, the song itself is 24 minutes long. I mean, granted, I do like Bexy and Lotus Eater on this feature. There's like a weird random heavy part for a little bit in that song as well. But the last like 15 minutes or so is Ollie Sykes just kind of talking into the microphone, saying all this shit. And there was some things I could hear, like, he roasts himself about, like, I used to be a loser in school, I had ADHD, I had no friends, this and that. And then he also talks about being vegan and how hypocritical he sounds and how hypocritical he is. It just goes to a really weird place. He's like trying to be inspirational, motivational, like you can do this and all that. And it did get annoying after a while. I will say that that beat is pretty cool, but after like so long, it just gets like bashed into your brain. You're like, please make it stop. This is just torture at this point. Trying to see what else we got here. The song that I'm just gonna call it Tabs features Yanaka, who does a pretty good job. Toral on Dead Dolphin Sounds. Happy Alone on I Like Seeing Spiders was also great. I feel like all the features were great. It was just very weird because you just can't really pinpoint what you're listening to sometimes. Because the shortest song on here is A Devastating Liberation, which is at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Everything else is over 5 minutes. You're left with a lot of what sounds to me like avant-garde music mixed with like a little bit of heavy metal and like pop rock in there and a lot of EDM. Just kind of mushed into one. Basically, if you're a fan of just about anything, this is for you. Especially, too, this album reminds me a lot of that of a Radiohead. Like, it gives me Kid A and Amnesiac vibes, where, you know, the songs are kind of structured differently. There's not really a said chorus or said verses. It's just kind of randomness throughout, see what we can throw out there, and just kind of make something different. And this is basically what Bring Me the Horizon was going for. It sounded like they were trying to make their own genre. I don't know what you would call it, but it just sounds like nothing I really ever heard before. But I bet you if I searched more, there would be something that sounded like this. But coming from Bring Me the Horizon, this is a bigger risk than Ammo, because Ammo at least had the moments where people could go, yeah, you know, that's pretty cool. This was kind of like really little Ollie vocals on here, maybe toyed with a little bit on auto-tune or whatever, but most part it was just the features, a lot of backing beats, some instrumentals here and there, and that's just about it. I mean, A Devastating Liberation was, I think, leftover orchestra from, I think it was called, like, Why You Gotta Kick Me When I'm Down, that song. I think it was, like, leftover orchestra parts from that song. There's just a lot of different things to take in. I really don't know. But before I get to my rating, here's my favorite. Okay, my favorites are Steal Something, Upside Down question mark, Underground Big, Like Seeing Spiders Running, Riot on Your Lover's Grave, Tabs, and the OK Tracks, Candy Truck, A Devastating Liberation, Dead Dolphin Sounds, and yeah, that's where I'm at with this thing. Now, rating it was definitely hard, but I came up with a conclusion.
Stupid ass.
As you know, I rate EPs out of 5. An album like this, I shouldn't say album, sorry, an EP like this, I'm not into this type of music, whatever the hell they were trying to do here. But, you know, it was just so intriguing and different from anything you're hearing nowadays that within every song, I was like, alright, what are they going to do next? What's going to be the next surprise to come out of this monstrosity of a project? Because it's an hour and 15 minutes long on just 8 tracks. And I think I came to the conclusion that a 4 out of 5 is great, because there's parts on here, like I would definitely shorten Underground Big a little bit and whatnot, but I think the other songs are, you know, good for what they are and all that. I think being over 10 minutes doesn't hurt the other ones, but that 24-minute track, it was like, it was good up to a point, but it got annoying, and that could have had the rating just a tad bit higher, but in the end you just get tired of it and you're like, alright, move on to the next thing, please. You know, I'm ready for whatever else you have to hit us with. But other than that, this is a good job. And I know they're not going to do, like, an album that sounds like this. Heck, I don't even think, from what I heard, they're not going to do, like, albums again. They're going to do a couple of, like, short albums and EPs next year. But I doubt it's going to be anything like this again. This was crazy. I mean, very, very risky and very crazy, but I think it paid off. But yeah, I will put a link to the EP in the description below. I only found it on YouTube, so that's where it's going to take you to Bring Me the Horizon YouTube channel. You can listen to the whole thing, tell me what you think, and if you've heard it already, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you, like, mixed on it? What were your overall reactions when first hearing something different like this? Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you are aware of every time I upload. Till then, catch you all on the next one.